Hey guys, I've been taking another crack at this breakthrough to Shodan, trying to hit it from another perspective. And so far, we've done three videos breakthrough from a 3Q perspective. And now I think we'll do a few from a one down perspective. So let's take a look, see what happens. In this game, I'm black, playing Crazy Stone at one down. Normal stuff. Now we need to settle. I'll settle in my regular way. And now we need to decide about our A group. I had someone just today send in a comment. I love when you guys send comments. Makes me happy. It says, every video, a few times each video, you talk about settling your groups. I don't know what that means. I mean, how can you put some definition to it? So I just sent back saying, I'd love to get together and we look at a bunch of examples and you ask questions. That's like the best way, right? Wouldn't that be great if we had really got a handle on what it means so that we could apply it in our games? So ask another question. At what point, at what level does a player consistently settle his groups sufficiently? He understands, she understands, and applies it. I'd probably say 3 down on up. It's a lot of early dawn players that are trying too hard. But anyway, so at this point, we need to check out our A group. And the definition I would use here, we need to decide, are we okay? Are we ready to play away? Is first we notice, how many options do we have for health? That's a big question. Well, we can go into the corner. We can run to the side. That's clearly going to make us healthy. We can run to the center. I'll put the stone. There's lots of ways to run to the center. Let's put it there. Direction 3. We also have direction 4 in Sente. So we're quite healthy. That's hard for me personally. I didn't even understand this much at all till that YouTube guy, Dr. Baduk, he consistently plays this, and then people try to attack it, and he defends. And I've seen it so many times. So I'm really, believing it more and more. So that's how we decide if a group is comfortable, is if it has 3 options for health. Options include running, which is what we just saw, hassling white. Now, this is interesting. We can run to the right. That's a running move. This is not a valid running move. This is the smallest step possible. Running doesn't mean I can step out slowly. Running means I can run out quickly. Okay, so there's running. Option 2. Well, wait a minute. That's a slow step. You just said we don't do that. This is not a running move. This is that we're hassling white. White has a weakness, and due to that, we have Sente moves. Then, now that the next one's not necessarily Sente, we can run out. So, one type of option is running, and all of these were running moves, right? And then we have hassling white, because white's weak right there. So there are 3 types of options for health. Running away, hassling him, and I can live in one move. That's pretty healthy. If you can get two eyes in one move, that's a great option for health, right? Now, we're not talking about, well, if he tries to kill me, I think I can find a way to live. No, that's not healthy. That's being hassled. Okay. So based on that, we can do whatever we want now. We do not have to stay here. Shall we continue pressing at A just because? Well, without even looking at it, right? Our friend Joe calls us up on the phone. Hey, I'm playing this game of Go, and I'm thinking of playing A without just cause. We would tell him, don't. If you don't have a reason for doing it, don't do it. Okay, so we're not going to be playing A because we don't need to. We later on, these are the A and B are the two ways of disturbing white hair. You may well want it to be A instead of B. You don't know, so we wait. So where can we go next? Well, pinching at A is a perfectly reasonable next idea. 3-3, approach, corner, all reasonable. I like corners. It's an unfinished corner. Okay. Since we're here, I can't stop myself. We know this idea of the unfinished corner. That means there's a stone on one side. Now it's unfinished. To get balanced, we need a stone of either color on the other side. Okay. So on this board, we have the bottom right corner is finished, totally balanced. There's no need for another stone there. No one's saying, oh, I really wish I had another stone there. No, that's done. That's why we use it so much. You finish the corner in one move, very fast. Bottom left, done. We finished the corner in one move. And we took the corner literally in one move. Upper right, it's unbalanced. We're looking to play there, and upper left, unbalanced. We're looking for someone to play there. Now, before AI, there was a clear, noticeable difference. Unfinished corners are bigger than finished, meaning this move is not as big as this. But then AI comes along and says, well, that's not exactly true. You can go ahead and play whatever you want. It'll all work out fine. So why do I keep talking about unfinished corners? Well, because I played Go for decades before AI, and in my head, it's like, well, unfinished corner. And I think for humans, it's still bigger because we can't handle all the complexities and this and that. But even if that's true and unfinished corners are bigger, making a change, this is still fine, right? There's two unfinished corners. Oh, you're losing the game. No, it's perfectly fine. Sorry, I'm on the wrong button here. It's perfectly fine. It just creates a different game. Okay, so that was a sidestep. So we went through here, and then I took the unfinished corner, which I just love. Okay. Okay. About to get cut. I save the cut. And now I noticed I assumed, and then I did a quick check, and sure enough, A is absolute Sente. I'm going to kill something. So I'm about to play A. It's a really bad move because I can already kill something. And I should do that, but I didn't. Now, let's just make sure I know what I'm talking about. Ladder works for me. This would be a dynamic kill. Strong in the center, strong on the right, groups absolutely unassailable. Wonderful kill. White can't allow that. This kill is way better than my move. I come down, fix. All of a sudden, all my Sente's gone. And let's say I run out. This peep, I mean, look at that stick I've got. What a disgusting stick. So I need to play a shape move, start getting eyes, start getting some health. That's a really big difference, different result from I could have killed something. Instead, I'm defending myself in Gote. So why do I keep this mistake and continue the game? That's what one dons do, right? If you're trying to break through the one don, get used to the idea that you're going to be making some mistakes. Oh, I didn't see that. Great. Then what? Then continue playing the game. Fix your student asked me yesterday, what do you do if you make a blunder? Is it better to give up or hope or play super aggressive and try to get back in the game? I said, well, he was about a 3Q. Said you made a 3Q mistake, a 3Q blunder. Get back in the game, get your groups in order, make sure you're back in good standing. Let him have some big moves as you secure everything. Then continue. Yeah, you'll be a half a stone to a whole stone behind because you blundered. That's a big blunder. And it's now, once again, it's 2 3Qs playing. He could easily make a blunder. It's just the game continues. Anyway, I'm rambling. I do that. Comes up. I need to get out. Place here. Double Sente. Take it. Okay. Is my A group fine? Well, I don't know. We can clearly run in direction 1, 2, and 3. Seems fine. And we also have some living type moves around 4, but that's not living in one move, so that doesn't count. Now, when I look at these 3 options, I find them somewhat suspect because what about the cut? Well, it'll be fine. White needs to say Atari, and our group is completely, totally out. We did have to sacrifice 2 stones, but his group was already alive, so that's just 4 points. We got more than 4 points by sacrificing 4 points. We're stronger, he's weaker on the left. So it's valid, but you see that's we're running with the knight's move. Well, it works, it's fine, just a little makes me keep my eye on it. So I believe in it, but I'm going to take extra care. Okay. So what do I do? So here we are. trying to be one dans, right? We just got to one dan. We're hoping that we can live up to our new title. Remember when I first got to six dan? We're going back 38, 39 years. And that's when I started teaching. And I used to tour the clubs and do simuls and play all the other strong players and, uh, do teaching games. And it would be a way of me sharing my wares, showing my wares, however you say that. Uh, and I remember I went to the Berkeley Club and I'm playing this four dan. I'm giving him two stones. I'm terrified. It's like the first game I'm playing as six dan. I'm I'm like, oh my God, he's going to beat me to a pulp. And it's like, oh, you're not six dan. Oh my God, I don't want to deal with that. And I can't tell you how bad I played. I played horrible. I beat him, but I played so bad. It was embarrassing. I remember that game. And we had some other well-known six dan come up and analyze the game. He's looking at my moves. And it's kind of like, did he just say he's six dan? But then after I got my feet under me, oh, okay, now I can go anywhere, play anybody, do the six dan thing. Okay, man, rambling. So where shall we take our Sente? Let me get rid of these marks. Ooh, no, I want this to be a ABC. Come on, you can do it. That look right? Okay. It sure looks like A and B are bigger. I mean, A, give me a break. How could that not be bigger? That's huge. Let's look at this black move. We'll call that the finishing move. The first thing to notice is it costs black a whole move. Any profit he gets, he had to invest a whole move to get it. Now it's white's move. Let's call that Sente, even though it's not actually Sente. Black's going to respond 90% of the time here. White just got area one at no cost, so to speak. Black got something too, but white's getting closing the skirt, taking the area. His stones here say, man, I wish I had that bottom area. Well, what makes you say that? Man, my skirt's wide open. I have these two growing moves. I sure hope they don't get wasted. Hi, hon. Can't hear you. It turned out really good. Oh, good. She just made a loaf of sourdough bread and turned out really well. She started making sourdough bread, let's say a year and a half ago. Could have been 2 years ago. And learned all about it and started getting better and better. And she started producing the best possible loaves, loaf after loaf after loaf. I gained 15 pounds. Ah, put some butter on that puppy. God, is that good or what? I gained a lot of weight. And anyway, she started up again. Okay, so a move like this cost a whole move. White gets to fulfill his heart's desire in Sente. Yeah, black got something too, but this whole Sente thing's pretty valuable. So what I say is, I'm not going to let you have that. I'm going to deny you your heart's desire. And of course, next I can start, how far can I come in next? And so that you're not getting anything for those stones. Okay. White comes up, I just get out. Now, this video is all about, how do we get into the dawn spirit, right? How do we make sure we're playing dawn moves? And when I think, oh, I'm getting cut, well, double Atari. Oh, but you got cut. Well, the question isn't, will I get cut? The question is, can my group get surrounded? No, it can't. You're completely out. So when I play this move, I'm not saying you can't cut me. I wanted to say that, so I almost play here. Now you can't cut me. I go, well, that's a small move. I can do a big move, which is, oh my goodness, now I'm doing this and I'm surrounding white and I'm getting so much done, much more profitable move. And I don't care if you can cut me because I'll just get out anyway. I'll sacrifice the stone or whatever. Okay, dawn stuff. Boom, 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 boom. So this attacks too much. It's point wise, what? Denying me 4 and taking, let's say, 2 or 3. 7 points in Gote. I'm out. Now, I'm not out very well. That bothers me. Let's look at my options for health. Can I go in direction 1? No. Dead end. He just stops me. Boom, it's over. No why, no nothing. So that doesn't count. I can go in direction 1. I can go in direction 2. I don't really see any white stones to hassle. And 3 is a small step, which has a cut there. That's not a fast running move. I'm getting out. No, you're not. Stopped immediately. And you're playing all these slow moves, right? Tiny steps. So I don't like this. I mentioned at the beginning, this other fellow is like, well, how do you know if you're settled? I'm uncomfortable. Now, I know I've had lots of students that say, well, I know I have 3 options for health, clear, obvious, but I'm still uncomfortable. Yeah, you as a person is uncomfortable, but your stones on the board, if you ask them, excuse me, little stones, are you comfortable? Oh, why, yes, I'm quite comfortable. Thank you. That's what we're looking at. What does the board say? Not do what our personal insecurities say. Okay, so on this board, I'm not comfortable and not really satisfied with a lot of the running moves. So I decide, well, he's got a serious weakness here. Let's go ask him how is black going to get comfortable here? Okay, now I have 3 options. I'm back where I can start running well, and I already have an eye. Okay, boom, boom. Now I have 2 eyes. Great. Life in Sente. Where to next? Well, we have an obvious area 1 that's very much on our minds. I would say area 2 is very much on our minds. Those are the 2 that really stand out. Now, for the sake of this video, I played here, which is not the best move. Like, well, white's going to do great things here. I'm going to come in right away. Well, let's talk about the more proper way. In area 1, can white take the whole thing in one move? That's always the question. Well, I don't know. Let's look. If white plays this regular move, no way to surround these stones. Black is going to get out. Therefore, white didn't get much. Just a second. Oh, my app just told me that certain groceries are on sale. Okay, so that didn't work for white. Let's try this one. No, we're going to live in here. White can't just kill all that. What about this one? That's a little scary. Well, granted, it's a little scary, but there's an awful lot of gaps. There's over 30 points of open space with gaps all around. There's no way that's cash. Well, if it's not cash and it's hard to come in, how about, and when we come in, how many points will we be creating for ourselves? 3, 4, 5 if we're lucky? We're struggling to live here. But if we play on top, we may well get more. Well, let's just do it this way. And white says, aha, you fool. I have taken the whole thing. Great. Take it all. Mine's bigger. Right? So this is the easier and patient way to go. Okay, but I thought we're at dawn level. Dawns are going to think I need to get in here quickly. Well, now what? Couple of ideas. Idea 1, I would like to do something with this stone, but I feel unqualified at the moment. Well, I can touch the strong stone, which makes me more qualified locally. Okay, I'm a little more qualified to take action now. How shall I do that? Well, if I play here, or even let's put it here, it is 2-1 in my favor. As a matter of fact, it's 2.5-1 in my favor. I should do just fine. Oh, now let's remove these two. Now it looks like 2-2, and it's white's move. But if we put them back, looks like 2.5-1. So our little helping stone is helpful. There you go. And I should have put this fourth line because I'm looking to help my other stone, and third line isn't helping it so much. Comes out, you betcha. Yep, you betcha. Oh, I decided to come up because see how I'm working with the other stones? Now, A also works with them, but I like the top that I'm building, right? Well, that's a funny move, right? As dawn, you have to go, some funny stuff just happened. Then you have to track down what it is and how to work with it. This is one of the hardest things in Go, is learning how to punish. When someone plays a bad move, I have a student who can easily play at the 3, 4, 5 dawn level, but he has a very hard time playing at the 4Q level. because he just gets this garbage tossed at him. Every move, garbage, garbage. He doesn't know what to do. When he plays against good moves, oh, he can play real good Go. But bad moves, difficult. And that's a number of students over the years that have had that problem. And man, I'm rambling here. Uh, there's a certain professional, he's probably not living anymore because we're going back a ways. He would, I think it was professional 8-dan. He would play as professionals do, but then he would say, well, let's gamble. We'll double the handicap. But now I I'm not going to play good moves. I'm going to play bad moves. And I'm going to be killing your groups because you can't keep up. And he'd gamble, doubling the handicap, and then he'll start playing some garbage. And that makes it hard. That was funny when that happened. Okay, so what's the awkwardness here? Well, awkwardness is white's supposed to play the shape move. Black's going to respond to that, right? And then come up. Oh, that's strong. That's cash. I mean, there's some points there. So when white plays here, well, step one, take that spot he was supposed to play. Okay, do the cuts work now? Well, there's a problem. If you push and cut, you use up the liberties. And now something's going to die. So I can't do that until the cut's gone. So I fix the cut. We're not looking at what is the best move. Instead, we're saying, well, he's really weak, and I can't do anything about it till this is fixed. So I'll fix it. Use common sense, straightforward thinking, and it's really going to start increasing your game. If white fixes, black's getting some serious stuff on top. White feels need to come out. Well, then I'll go ahead and do the cut thing. Okay. This is a bit complex. So I start in my head. I'm reading out, right? Atari, what? Peep, fix. There's a couple possibilities here, but black is not a healthy group. Then I thought of Atari capture, not a healthy group. And I actually, at this point, was kind of giving up. But then I remembered recently working with some pros where they kept coming up with a cut I wouldn't normally think of. So I checked it. This cut, for some reason, I don't think about that. Maybe because it helps white on the left, which is where I'm weak. But I read it out and I go, and then I read it again. Then I read it out again. It kills white unconditionally. White's dead. I look, really? I never would have seen it. But that, taking it one little extra step, reading out that last cut that's like, well, that one never works. Well, I'm learning. It works more than I thought it did. Boom, boom. He goes for life. And now I start working with my new situation, and you see me surrounding the entire area 1. So as I surround area 1, is white going to live in there? Of course. Like, that's not all my cash. Why would I surround it? Because as white comes in, I'm going to do a couple stupid moves just so we see what's going on. White comes in. Great. Here's me getting 4 points, and it's still my move. What do you mean it's still your move? Well, white's going to respond, right? Yeah. White's coming near my corner, which has never been my territory. Well, it is now as I chase, right? Oh, I think I'll chase again, getting some center points. Now I'll chase again, getting more side points. When someone comes in your area, you attack and get free points. It's not about killing, it's about chasing. Okay. White goes this way, I go for life. Cut. A lot of things to think about here, right? What's the main thing? Split. There we go. Now that top is one step closer to being practical. And his A stones are still, I can kill them, or I can do them damage, however you want to phrase it. White comes out, you got it. Comes out, hello, can I haunt it? Yeah. When do you haunt it? Anytime you can. Haunting is the surrounding, the growing, the aggressive. Yep, read it out. Yep. A lot of choices here. I thought the most basic, capture. That means the A stones have lost their power. My only trouble are the B stones, and they can't be hurt. They can be hassled a little bit, but she does. Don't do that. Fix. Something I used to do that I've stopped because of professionals kept hassling me was I used to do it this way. But then right away, white gets 2 sente moves in, and those 2 sente moves are really helpful. So I do it this way instead. Okay. I'm okay. He's okay. What shall I do? I should realize that my A stone is an open skirt, and he just approached it harshly. So there's a perfectly reasonable chance he can do something here. So fix my open skirt. Oh, I like those points. Then what? I went this way. There's a proverb that no one uses anymore. We used to use it a lot 50 years ago, 40, 50, 60 years ago. Take your biggest area and make it bigger. So I have a lot of points up there. Now I have more points, and now I have even more points. It just keeps growing and growing. That adds up fast. On top of that, well, it's silly, but when white starts playing this way, and let's say I want to take away his points, I hate to say it. Let's imagine this becomes sente. Well, this one's sente to escape. This was sente for the fight on this side. You see what I'm saying? Now, this is absurd. This is absolute fantasy. But hasn't it happened to you more than once? That's happened to me a million times. You think something's so wonderful, it's like, oh, I didn't realize it had small problems, so I just ignored them. So here, it's very big. It's not something to be concerned about. And I wouldn't play it for defense. But I am glad that any sliver of anything gone. White has zero hope. It was already zero, but anyway. White comes in. Hey, white went too far. Should we start fighting here? No. White's only chance, well, he doesn't have a chance, but it's to start a fight. So let him take it and force him to take it, because at this moment, that 3-3, the corner's not mine. Now it's mine. And his area is not that big. Now let's take that area and make it bigger. Nice and secure and strong, ready to come into his area. Okay, I decided to start attacking this corner because of the A group. Well, what does attacking the corner have to do with the A group? Well, boom, 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 Sente. Oh, this has become Sente. This has become Sente. This has become Sente. So that's why. This is an end game I use that's kind of cheating. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. The idea is to get a black move at A. So if we go this way, this is where the computer resigned. But if we just look at it, it gives the reverse monkey jump. And check out the white group, only one eye. So that means white needs to think about this. Well, then come on in, right? I mean, it's like I just picked up 3 points, reduced him to 4, 6. So just about 10 points. So that's pretty big. And he still has to consider his left side a little bit. Okay, so we saw some stuff. Hopefully it was something that would be helpful to you if you're like 3Q, pushing it to 2Q, trying to get there. Calm down, check out your groups, go from there. Okay, guys, thanks a lot. Bye.